Created by Denny O'Neil and John Romita Jr., the clairvoyant medium Cassandra Webb, who would later be called Madam Webb, first appeared in the Amazing Spider-Man comic book series with issue 210. But who is she? Let's talk about her. First, thanks for watching JLS Comics. Hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of our weekly content. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into our story. Though she wouldn't call herself Madam Webb for decades, Cassandra Webb was still different from the moment she was born in Salem, Oregon. She was different in that she was born blind. However, she developed her own unique sense of sight with her psychic abilities. Cassandra discovered these abilities early on and practiced and honed her skills, eventually carving out a career for herself as a professional medium. A few boyfriends and a few decades later, Cassandra developed a generalized form of a rare autoimmune disease known as myasthenia gravis, which caused her body to attack Cassandra's neuromuscular system, and as her MG progressed, Cassandra steadily lost the ability to use her own muscles. Her husband Jonathan Webb built her a special chair which had various life support functions built into the chair, cybernetically linking her to the chair's functions, augmenting her autonomic nervous system. It kept her blood moving, her lungs breathing, and electricity coursing through her brain. Cassandra is able to recline and sit up by mere cybernetic command with the mental cybernetic interface, and the system also has arms built in to replace her now useless arms. Jonathan also designed spiderweb elements into the chair, making it truly unique and truly hers. This was Jonathan's final gift to Cassandra before he passed away. After many years, Cassandra became a teacher of paranormal phenomenon and opened her own business in Chinatown, New York, which is when she also took on the name Madam Webb. In her debut issue, Peter Parker was with his new girlfriend from ESU named Debbie Whitman. Deborah wanted to see Madam Webb, and so she and Peter took a stroll through Chinatown. But Peter suddenly had to take off when he remembered he had an important meeting with publisher KJ Clayton and the editorial team at the Globe. Just as Pete got there, the conference room was attacked by crooks hired by Rupert Dockery, the Globe's own circulation manager. And at the end of that fight with the gunman, Spider-Man found a piece of paper that they dropped on the floor which had Madam Webb's image on it. He picked it up and said, well, the long arm of coincidence reaches out and tweaks my nose. Acting on this only lead, Spider-Man swung over to Madam Webb's apartment, and when he crawled through the open window, Spider-Man was shocked to see the red and black clad Madam Webb in her chair hooked up to all the machinery. "You're Madam Webb?" Peter asked, to which she replied, "You're much too smart to be asking such stupid questions." Madam Webb revealed to Peter what her chair was, explained how she can touch the hidden chords of creation, that not only can she see beyond normal sight, but that she can nurture powers in those with innate but uncultivated abilities. Peter handed her the paper he'd found on the floor at the Globe after his fight. She then detected on the paper he handed her the aura of her newest student, a model actress named Belinda Bell. Belinda had brought trouble on herself and worked in deceit with Katrinka Clayton. "Find Belinda and find the one you seek," Madam Webb told Spider-Man as she continued to hold the paper to her forehead. Madam Webb then had a vision of a train wreck and then told Spider-Man to hurry, for if he didn't, both of these ladies would die. Katrina, it turns out, was that publisher KJ Clayton from his meeting earlier, and Rupert had hired a fake KJ to take her place so Rupert could take over the Globe for himself. Peter figured out that Rupert also owned a model railroad shop, and so he went there and found Belinda Bell, still disguised as KJ, tied up, ready to be killed by Rupert's henchmen. After freeing Belinda, Spider-Man went to the real KJ Clayton's office to save her from being burned alive by Rupert. And then, of course, he was able to stop Rupert, and he did this by flipping Rupert's limo right on its side. Back at home, Peter Parker received an unsolicited telephone call. It was from Madam Webb, who had called to congratulate him and revealed that she knew he was Spider-Man. She told him not to be alarmed, that she would keep his secret, and then mentioned that his financial troubles would be soon over. And yes, she was right, because J. Jonah Jameson was trying to call him for more work. Madam Webb's next appearance was in issue 216. In that issue, Peter was investigating a marathon after overhearing some crooks while at the hospital getting his sprained ankle treated, so he began trying to figure out which runner was targeted to be killed. So out of ideas, Peter Parker called Madam Webb for help. Unfortunately, she told him that the psychic vectors were not in proper alignment, so she couldn't see who, when, or where, but if she could later, she said, she would certainly give Peter a call. Parker swung along the marathon route, high above the runners. Further down the course, Madam Webb called Spider-Man on a nearby payphone to inform him that it wasn't the marathon race he was after, but a political race, and the target was congressional candidate Barney Wicker, who was to greet the winner of the race at the end. And so with that help and that information, Spider-Man was able to stop the assassination plot. Issue 229 opened up with Madam Webb having a nightmare about Spider-Man attempting to save her, but despite his help, she still experienced her own death at the hands of the Dark One. So when Webb awoke, she called Peter Parker, he the only one who could save her from certain doom. It just so happens that Black Tom Cassidy's yacht was pulling into New York Harbor along with the Juggernaut. Tom was there to kidnap Madam Web to force her to help him defeat the X-Men. And from Madam Web's top floor Midtown apartment, she could see the images of her assailant drawing ever closer. She called Peter Parker at work and told him that her killer would make landfall at Battery Park. So Spider-Man swung over there right away and did everything he could to stop Juggernaut's march towards the Madam. Madam Web called the phone line of a devastated office that the unstoppable Juggernaut had just crashed through to say she perceived the word Sidorak. And then Spidey said he needed more help to stop old Jugs. Spidey thought that he may have heard that word Sidorak from his friend Doctor Strange, so he headed over to the Sanctum Sanctorum for answers. However, he was only greeted by Wong as Doctor Strange was away. This was while Madam Web was unsuccessfully trying to mentally contact both the Fantastic Four and the Avengers for help, to no avail. Juggernaut smashed through a platoon of NYPD SWAT, and Spider-Man's final line of defense was at Madam Web's apartment. There, Spider-Man electrified his webbing and covered the front door as Marco drew ever closer. Juggernaut touched the door and was hit with 1 million volts of power, but even that wasn't enough to stop him. And as Spider-Man and Juggernaut battled inside Madam Web's apartment, she cried out that it was all happening just the way she had dreamed it. Spider-Man became trapped beneath some fallen rubble, and Juggernaut then grabbed Madam Web, ripping her out of her chair. And without her life support system, she gasped for air and collapsed in Juggernaut's arms as Spider-Man, still trapped, told Juggernaut he'd taken away her life support and that she was dead. Annoyed at this, Juggernaut dropped Madam Web's lifeless body to the floor, and he lumbered away empty-handed. Spider-Man then crawled over to Madam Web and put his mouth to hers, giving her mouth-to-mouth resuscitation just as the police crashed through the ruined front entrance. When rescue got there, they hooked her up to a portable life support unit and raced Madam Web off to the hospital, unsure still if she would even survive. Spider-Man was upset that Madam Web had asked him for help and that he had failed her, so he vowed to stop that unstoppable human tank or die trying. After numerous attempts, Spider-Man finally sank Juggernaut in a 40-foot deep well of concrete on a construction site near the river. He then went to visit Madam Web, who was currently in the intensive care unit at Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. He told her he'd managed to stop Juggernaut, but Madam Web, barely conscious, seemed to have lost her memory. She didn't know who Peter Parker was and was confused, so he left, upset. And in the hallway, the doctor said that Cassandra had experienced massive shock and she was out of her chair for several minutes, so her brain damage and her memory loss might be permanent. Madam Web was still at the hospital in issue 239, doing much better, and Spider-Man visited her after he also visited Felicia Hardy, who, as Black Cat, had nearly died in a near-fatal shooting in Spectacular Spider-Man issue 76. Madam Web confirmed that she still hadn't got her memory or her mental powers back yet, or was it a feint? Madam Web asked Spider-Man to turn on the radio just as a news report broke about a break-in at Osborne Manufacturing in New Jersey. It was a path that led him in the direction of a new villain in town, a villain named the Hobgoblin. Madam Web's next appearance was a few years later in the adjectiveless Spider-Man title with issue 96. Madam Web was featured on the cover, now looking evil with the teaser "No Escape from Madam Web," which was part of the controversial Gathering of Five event in 1998. Madam Web was now out of the hospital and back on her own life support system, but it was a terrible experience for an increasingly enfeebled, decrepit old lady. Even escaping into her dreams lacked solace and relief from her body anymore. But during one dream, she had a precognitive image of Norman Osborn reaching out his hand to her as a friend. He said if she joined him, that her fondest dreams would come true, that the spring of her youth would be hers once more, and she saw an image of herself, her golden locks, her youthful beauty, and her body walking on its own. Norman morphed into the Green Goblin in the dream, and he said, "Join the Gathering of Five." He said to her to bring the missing piece, and this promise could be hers. Intuitively, Madam Web knew that the means to acquire the missing piece would be through her old friend, Spider-Man. Madam Web then projected her image to Spider-Man to tell him she needed his help and that she was running out of time. It was an opportunity to catch up too. Madam Web had been in and out of a couple comas, suffered memory loss, and just recently remembered that she'd helped him in the past, though she knew not how. She told Spider-Man that in her decrepitude that she was no longer able to reach into the minds of others. She told him based on one of her precog dreams she was to die soon and she wanted his help, but it would be a dangerous path forward. Spider-Man said okay, as long as it's not illegal. After another nightmare, Spider-Man found her MacGuffin device missing piece that Osborn wanted her to collect, and he gave it to her saying she should call Thor next time instead of him. Later that evening, she took her chair and brought Norman Osborn the missing piece of his device, and as she did, she got an image of Osborn, death, destruction, a genetic bomb, and a dead Spider-Man, and she said to herself, "What have I done?" At the end of that story, which took place in Amazing Spider-Man issue 441, Madam Web gathered with the rest of the five, which were Norman Osborn, antique dealer Morris Maxwell, J. Jonah Jameson's niece Maddie Franklin, and a Norman Osborn employee named Greg Hurd. As they gathered together for the final ceremony at Osborn Industries, Maxwell warned them that 3 of them would get either power, immortality, or knowledge, and the remaining 2 would get either madness or death. Madam Web, short on lifetime, said they should just get on with it already. So they put their bickering aside and raised their pieces high above their head, and as energy swirled and crackled all around them, Madame Web was the first to put her piece down, and she was seemingly stricken with death as she collapsed to the floor without a pulse. It turns out that Madame Web wasn't actually dead, as revealed in Spider-Man issue 6 in 1999. In this issue, Madame Web's granddaughter Charlotte Witter was being used as a genetic pawn of Dr. Octopus, and she went out on New York to rampage and attack Spider-Man for Doc Ock as a green-clad, blonde-haired Spider-Woman. On behalf of Doc Ock, Charlotte attacked Jessica Drew, Julia Carpenter, another Spider-Woman, and yet another Spider-Woman, the one I mentioned, the 15-year-old girl, Maddie Franklin, and injured them all. It was when Maddie was in the hospital recovering that Madame Web came to her hospital room. She was now looking youthful with smooth, unwrinkled skin and yet wore sunglasses inside because she was still blind. She touched Maddie's hand and told her she had a job for her. In 1999 Spider-Man issue 14, we learn what really happened at the Gathering of Five. Maddie got unlimited power, Madame Web got immortality, Maxwell knowledge, Override death, and Norman Osborn got madness. In Spider-Woman's 1999 volume, this younger Madame Web gathered together the Spider-Woman of Jessica, Julia, and Maddie in her apartment to talk. She gathered them with the task of finding and defeating the Charlotte Spider-Woman and freeing themselves, if you will, from Charlotte's web. Madame Web said they had to find Charlotte Witter, capture her, and if necessary, destroy her. She then mentally called Spider-Man to her side, and he was reluctant and suspicious, and he went away because he was trying to find Maddie. And that's when we learned that Madame Web had taken Maddie from the hospital, and she did so with the right papers somehow to check Maddie out properly. Madame Web then appeared to Spider-Man in astral form just as Doc Ock and his new slave, Maddie the Spider-Woman, attacked. The Madame Web detected that it was not Doc Ock who controlled Maddie. Web then went to appear in front of her granddaughter Charlotte, who was now hooked up to wires and machinery herself. At the end of that issue, they were able to free Maddie from her mental control. A short while later, at Madame Web's house, Jessica helped Madame Web take her first steps ever. She insisted on making a small step on her own, then collapsed into Jessica's arms, and back to the hospital she went. And at this point, Madame Web became a sort of man in the chair to Maddie Franklin, who was now going out as the official Spider-Woman, who was currently embattled with a villain named Shadowcaster. Madame Web wondered aloud about the web of Spider-Woman, and whether or not Maddie's powers, derived from the Spider-Woman and the Gathering of Five, were temporary or not. Next, Madame Web appeared before Spider-Woman to tell her she'd just been assaulted by a virtual wave of psychic energy, with the nexus of the wave being located in Manhattan, and this was caused by Shadowcaster. So Madame Web then admitted she was afraid, and in an ominous way noted that an old and powerful evil had been reborn in the world. Later, while Madame Web continued to monitor her granddaughter Charlotte, she said that the Gathering of Five powers might be temporary, for she continued to feel the weight of years pressed down upon her. So later, when Jessica and Maddie went to her home, they found Cassandra passed out on the floor. Madame Web was now old again, and Charlotte had escaped. Then in Spider-Woman issue 9, this now old again Madame Web called Spider-Man to her side. She revealed the story of the Gathering of Five to him and the power transfer of Spider-Woman, and how ultimately Charlotte was linked into the Five and was draining the powers like a psychic vampire. This disruption is what caused Madame Web to be old again. Madame Web appeared before Charlotte and told her she was a psychic vampire, draining power from the linked Five, and it was this connection that allowed Madame Web to stop her. With that, they brought Charlotte down in the aftermath, and Madame Web kept her now powerless granddaughter at her place to rest and recover. Madame then told Spider-Man she'd use her psychic powers to sever Charlotte's link to the Five so she wouldn't wake up and begin draining power again. Madame Web then said she could mentally erase the last 24 hours from Charlotte's mind, protecting Spider-Man's identity in the process. She also said that she'd sealed off the part of her mind with the memory of Spider-Man's true identity in it. The only other thing was Spider-Man requesting for Madame Web to also erase Maddie's memory of Spider-Man's identity. Web then talked with Jessica Drew, who was getting her powers back, and told her granddaughter that she had no interest in dressing like a normal person, until now. Now she had on an evening gown and took the two girls to see Dr. Meridian. This was to deliver Charlotte into the care of Meridian's mental health facility. And in Dr. Meridian's office, Madame Web seized up with the terrible image of something horrible on the way to destroy everything. But it turned out it was a boy on campus who'd retreated into his own mind from a young age and had no sense of society's moralities, thus becoming a threat to all. Madame Web then linked to the mind of Spider-Woman while she was fighting Rhino to link her to the mind of that boy. Madame Web was able to detect that it was Dr. Meridian that was affecting the boy, not the other way around, and by attacking Jess, she severed the link to the Gathering and saved the boy Brian. She said there were no villains here, only frail human minds caught up in the web of their own fears. And so Madame Web then continued on as Maddie's mentor, challenging her to grow and evolve as Spider-Woman, to use her brain as much as her power. In the Alias title, Jessica Jones was looking into Maddie Franklin and uncovered her connections to Jessica Drew and Madame Web in the course of that investigation. And then a few years later, Spider-Man, now using his iron spider armor, had to reach out to Madame Web for aid to track down Dr. Kurt Connors, aka the Lizard, who'd injured his boy, Billy Connors. Spider-Man went to Madam Web again and she told him she had a vision of him dying and being reborn. This is when Madam Web revealed a deeper truth to her power, that everything is connected by a web, invisible strands that link all in an infinite tapestry of life. She said she was being tainted by a polluted web and he needed to find the source of the infection after locating the Connors. Webb made a cameo in issue 27, again foreshadowing a dire future, while the narration said that her apartment was the center of the universe. When Spider-Man visited her a few issues later, she continued to warn of those dire events. After Spider-Man revealed his identity to the world during Civil War, Aunt May was shot, and so one of the people Spider-Man went to for help was Madam Web. He asked for a seance to communicate with her even though she wasn't dead, and she said that she would help Peter out. At the hospital, Madam Web gathered herself, Peter, MJ, and MJ's aunt, Anna Watson, for her channeling. Peter was able to make contact with Aunt May, but not bring her back, although eventually she would make it out of her coma. By Amazing Spider-Man issue 600, Madam Web had returned to her childhood home in Salem, Oregon, and there in the quiet, dark solitude of her past, Madam Web realized that somebody was hunting spiders. Someone dared tamper with the web of fate itself. It was then that Cassandra was captured by Sergei Kravinoff's wife, Sasha, and Anna Kravinoff, the new Kraven the Hunter. They took her to their apartment on New York's Upper East Side, stuck her in a chair, and forced her to take drugs to divine the Anansi. The Kravinoffs forced Madam Web to use her powers for their benefit, using her like a spider pet. She fought against it, but ultimately gave up the location of the Spider-Woman, Maddie Franklin. So the Kravinoffs captured Maddie and forced Madam Web to continue sharing her visions with them. Madam Web had a vision of her worst fear, not of her death, which she could also see, but of failing. For in Spider-Man issue 634, she says that today I break the web. Madam Web hugged a dying Maddie and told her that the true power of the web of life is that when you save one life, you save countless others. And then the Kravinoffs took Maddie and brought her to a cemetery to be sacrificed for a ritual. Madam Web was saddened as Sasha plunged her knife into the chest of Maddie, and Maddie died on the cold slab of stone. And Maddie was sacrificed so the Kravinoffs could try to bring Vladimir Kravinoff back from the dead, but he came back as a zombie, so Sasha said that they'd have to kill Spider-Man to resurrect Kraven next. Vladimir dragged Cassandra before Sasha, who demanded more spider people brought before her ASAP for killing, the very definition of this grim hunt. And later Madam Web was helpless on the misty ground of the cemetery as Sasha shot Spider-Man right through the chest. She told him events that Madam Web had foreseen. Madam Web told Spider-Man that he was the one who had held the web together, that he was strong for the world to be strong, that this Spider-Man was special. Then the Kraven stabbed Spidey and impaled him, giving rise to Kraven the Hunter. Kravinoffs then kept Madam Web in a jail cell imprisoned with Anya Corazon, Aranya, and Julia Carpenter's Spider-Woman. The web is torn, she said. The strands must be knit again or all is lost. But the Kravens started fighting and killing each other, and the dead Spider-Man turned out not to be Peter Parker, but was his clone, Kane. And angry, Sasha attacked Madam Web, saying she knew that would all happen. Madam Web told her actions broke the web and she could no longer see, and so now, useless to her, Sasha slit Madam Web's throat and Web collapsed to the floor in a pool of her own crimson blood. And as she died, she transferred her clairvoyance powers to Julia Carpenter, who became the new Madam Web as the grim hunt drew to a close. The cloaked Madam Web appeared in 2013's Marvel Knights Spider-Man issue 1, challenging him with the riddle of 99 problems. Madam Web finally appeared in the Clone Conspiracy tie-ins for 2016's Prowler series. Madam Web was advising Hobie Brown the Prowler to the dismay of Jackal. It turns out that Jackal had brought Cassandra Webb back to life as a clone, while Julia Carpenter, the second Madam Web, tried to hack Jackal's system from her base on Alcatraz Island. And in Prowler issue 4, Madam Web, albeit a clone, died a second time as she collapsed out of her chair with one final gasp of breath and tumbled into Julia's arms. Outside of the pages of comic books, Madam Web appeared in 1990's Spider-Man the Animated Series, where she was voiced by Joan Lee, the wife of comic book icon and legend Stan Lee. In this series, her powers were so strong, she rivaled that of the Beyonder itself, and she used her vast powers to reach out into the multiverse, contacting various Spider-Men, seeking the one who would ultimately take on Spider Carnage. And from there, she later showed up in the Ultimate Spider-Man video game, as well as Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, where she was also using her multiverse Spider-Man. So, where will she show up next? Perhaps that movie that Sony announced back in September of 2019, or perhaps sooner. We'll have to wait and see, which means that's a wrap on this one, my friends. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and you'll be one of the first to know when I upload videos just like this every week. I'm Jesse, this is JLS Comics, and I'll see you soon.